How's it going, guys? Coach Pat here from Renegade Rowing, and we're going to take a look today at two of our Renegades. On the top, we have Nick, who you met on Thursday. We've already taken a look at his stroke and kind of what he's going to improve upon. And today you're going to also meet Drew. They're both experienced rowers. They've both been racing on the water this summer and fall, and they're both looking to find some more speed this winter. So we're going to see if we can't help them out. But today I wanted to focus a little bit on the catch. And in terms of catch timing, what's involved, what needs to happen, and some different things you might see depending on what's going on with your stroke. So let's just take a look here, full speed at both their strokes. On the top, Nick is rowing at a 28, full pressure. You'll notice Drew is moving a little bit slower on the bottom. He's just going at steady state right here. Hopefully I'll get a full pressure video clip from him in the near future. But overall, both are very experienced, very competent rowers. You'll notice they have great control and are very smooth on the recovery. Nothing too crazy going on. Chains are fairly quiet, and hands are pretty horizontal on the drive. I'll let Drew finish here for a second. But what I'm going to do is I'll play it again from the beginning, and I'm going to pause it right about here. We're just going to move them both to the catch. So right where their shins are vertical, and they change direction. So that's kind of what we're looking at today, and we want to see, what happens at that point. So what I'll do is I'll take a couple of circles just to highlight two common things that I look at when you're rowing, and that is, what is the timing between your hips and your hands at the catch? So if we play this again, let's say quarter speed. Let's start by looking at the top here. We'll watch Nick for a couple of strokes. You'll notice that his hips and his hands get to the catch at the exact same time, and that's what I would call very good catch timing. We know that Nick tends to wait till the last second to extend his arms, and he kind of relaxes and then engages his upper back and his shoulders to find tension on the chain and find the suspension we're looking for. But once he fixes that and gets his arms prepared before he gets to the catch, as long as he keeps that good catch timing, he'll find more suspension, he'll find more power. So right as Nick's come up to the catch, just watch how the seat and the hands, they get there, they change directions at the exact same time. Nick tends to have a very active arm drive, so you'll see him break his elbow early. So his handle will actually be moving faster than the seat in the first inch of his stroke. That's something we're going to work on. We're going to try and get him to save those arms a little bit more towards the second half of the drive, so we can accelerate that handle a little bit faster and get some more power through the middle of his stroke. But overall, decent catch timing from Nick on the top. Now if we go to the bottom and if we take a look at Drew, as Drew comes into the catch here, you'll notice that his arms are straight, his shoulders are sort of set, they're not moving or reaching for anything extra, which is good. That's something that we're asking Nick to improve upon. So Drew already has that. But you'll notice that through the recovery, Drew's at steady state, so he might just be sort of focusing on staying relaxed, and he's a single sculler, so he may be just focusing more on the technique that he's visualizing in the boat. But because he lets his hands drop into his lap here and then kind of stay low through the recovery, he then has to lift his handle back up at the catch and try to find good catch timing. And because he's experienced, he can make little changes stroke to stroke, and he's able to find the catch timing that we're looking for. But you'll notice here on a couple, he'll see his seat stop, and then his hands will continue to move. And if he lets that happen stroke to stroke in the boat, or even on the erg, when he's going at full speed, in a 2K, what's going to happen is that fan's going to slow down and it's going to feel a lot heavier. in a sense, that could be good because you'll feel good suspension, but in terms of finding our peak performance and getting the most out of each stroke and finding more power and getting a better split, ideally, if we can time the catch where our hips and our hands hit the catch at the exact same time and change direction at the exact same time, we're going to get more power into that chain because we'll spend less time letting that fan get heavy. So let's watch Drew on the bottom one more time. His seat comes to a stop, and that one's not too bad. But you'll notice when his hands kind of come down low here, he then has to raise them up as he comes into the catch, which happens on the water in the boat. And he has to find the catch timing between his seat and his hands. That one was actually pretty good. He was connected there. But in general, if you're trying to find a good catch on the erg, and you really want to find the most out of that catch and really hit it hard, you want to make sure that the hands and the seat are moving together and turning around at the exact same time. If we can keep that seat from pausing while the hands continue to travel forwards, then you'll get more out of it. So there the seat stops, and then Nick has to lift his hands and then find that tension. Like I said, it's not every stroke, but it's an area where if you can focus on that catch timing, you'll be able to find more power on the drive and really get some good suspension and basically pull whatever split you're looking to pull. So that's one thing I'm going to ask Drew just to focus on, just be a little more consistent with his catch timing, keep his hands up and keep them level on the same plane will help with that. That'll probably be once he gets off the water and he focuses a little more on just bringing his erg times down. But overall, very nice rowing from both of them. Let's watch one more time at full speed, kind of see the difference between the two. Nick with that early elbow pull, and then Drew sort of with having to figure out how to get that catch timing and raise the hands, and so the difference between the two. So yeah, in terms of catch timing, we want to make sure that we're getting the catch with the hips and the hands at the exact same time. If you can prepare your arms and your body angle by half slide, you have a better shot at keeping those hips and those hands connected through the catch. Both of these guys are very experienced, so they're able to find good catch timing while there's still some movement through their arms and their bodies as they approach the catch. But in general, if you're a new rower or you're looking to improve your rowing on the erg, I would definitely say focus on preparing those arms and your body before you get to the catch, so that all you have to focus on is that those legs compressing and the connection between your seat and your hands as you turn around at the front end and apply power. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions, shoot us an email or post a comment to the blog, and we'll keep hitting it hard. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.